Billionaire Palantir co-founder calls for return of public hangings to show masculine leadership in America. The billionaire co-founder of the software company Palantir has called for the return of public hangings in order to demonstrate masculine leadership. If I'm in charge later, we won't just have 3 strikes law. We will quickly try to hang men after 3 violent crimes. And yes, we will do it in the public to deter others. Our society needs balance. It's time to bring back masculine leadership to protect our most vulnerable. Lonsdale, who co-founded the tech giant alongside with entrepreneurs including Peter Thiel, made the comments in response to the online criticism of Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and his attitude to recent military strikes against alleged drug boats. Hegseth was called out for his own online post in which he boasted openly about sinking another narco boat. Online users reacted with outrage, with Claire Lehman, editor of Australian-based libertarian website, describing the post itself as grotesque. Look, listen, everybody, these people, this is a billionaire's world. If you don't got money, you don't have shit. These people are openly calling for things that haven't existed since the 1600s, 1800s. 1800s is a stretch. This is insane. These are people who consider themselves some sort of royalty, and they consider us peasants. I'll keep you updated with more. Full breaking, fuck the news.
Fucking horrible. A Republican lawmaker in Oklahoma introduced a bill to label Hispanic as terrorists. This is Bill HB 3133, which puts any member of a street gang or anybody who has gang-related activities as terrorists, but it also puts any person who is of Hispanic descent living within the state of Oklahoma as a terrorist. Well, check this out. If you are Hispanic and are a terrorist in Oklahoma, you will have your assets, your property, your vehicles, and your money taken from you. You understand this is the colonizer's playbook, right? They're calling Hispanic terrorists the same way they would call indigenous people savages as a way to justify stealing their land and their property from them. And after getting backlash for this bill, Humphrey responded with, "I apologize for using the word Hispanic, but I was not wrong. Again, these are Hispanic. Reality is they are Hispanic. There's nothing to be ashamed with." What are you talking about? There is no shame with being Hispanic at all. There should be shame. So this is fucking horrible. A Republican lawmaker in
Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, the Yakim, Drillazil back, another quick lesson. This is my second attempt, to make this lesson. Had some technical difficulties the first round, but let's start again. I'm going to start with the book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 19. It says, "And we know that we are of Yahweh, and the whole world lieth in wickedness," man. So the elect knows that they are of Yahweh, Lord willing, we're the hopeful elect. Those men that are pushing this truth and sincerity, man. We are, of the hopeful elect, walking in that narrow path, starting first and foremost. And when you walk a narrow path, what you walk in a line. So starting first and foremost with our teachers, man, the leaders that's been doing this work for, decades, man. Starting first and foremost, at the water for them. Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, man. Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. But let me go on to this lesson. And you can tell by the opening 2 clips, what's going on is they're referring to what this individual, which is an Edomite, that is a co-owner of Palantir, is pushing for public hangings, stating that, once or if he becomes the next leader, he will bring back, or he would pretty much pursue hangings, man, and actually make them public to deter, as they call it, other criminals, man, through a 3-strike rule. So that's what these devils is trying to do, is to instill fear in the public. And that's one of the Salaki, that's one of the things they did during when they had the children of Israel in bondage, man. And for example, say for instance, if one of the quote unquote runaway slaves was captured, you know, one of their methods is what? Public whippings and things like that, and so on and so forth, man. They did that publicly in front of all the other quote unquote slaves, right? To deter them from running away or whatever it may be, you know, because these are the same devils, man. And we are still today in the land of our captivity, man. So that's these devils, that's that still they have that same spirit because that's them, man. You know, it's just they're finding different methods to orchestrate it now, you know, to carry it out, to execute it now, you know. And also the second clip where it refers to I think Oklahoma, where it says that there's pushing a policy, if not already passed, that if you're of Hispanic descent affiliated with a gang, and have been convicted of gang activity, you will be deemed a terrorist, man. To furthermore, what attack you, man. And that's what you could tell by these devils, you know, going not only domestically but abroad. Now the target is what? Narco, terrorism, drugs, gangs. That these people around here, especially here in Babylon the Great, think it's cool and hip, associate themselves with, you know, on a broad scale, you know. But these devils are coming down on you. But me, honestly, I'm glad it's happening, man. I want to see these clown ass niggas that acting like they tough and shit, trying to show your ass when these devils come down on you, man. Cause they ain't gonna be around, man. These niggas gonna, just like they stated in numerous states when they brung ICE and the National Guard in, what happened? These niggas got ghosts, man. Cause that's all these niggas are, man. A fucking a facade, man. These niggas ain't shit. But nonetheless, Esau Edom gonna show you that, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause they'd be quick to try to think that they're tough against somebody that looks like them. But when it come to these Edomites, you know, these niggas gonna haul the fuck ass, man. They gonna do like a mutt with their tail between their ass, you know. But yeah, that's what's going on, man. And another thing, like this double, he's like I was mentioning earlier, not only Salaki for the rant, but not only he's doing these acts domestically, he's going abroad, you know. With these actions of what? Sinking or in South America, these over 22 airstrikes where they said alleged drug cartels or drug smuggling. That's why they say allegedly. There's no proof of these things. They just said allegedly. So off of suspicion or them just saying that that's what you were doing, they're deemed that's justifiable killing you, man. They don't have no proof. That's why they say allegedly, man. So they can allege you or accuse you of something. And then now they're the judge and execution right on the spot, man. And also with what? The commandeering and outright, you know, theft of a Venezuelan oil tanker, man. And to justify them, cause you know that's on the news. Even they're calling it what it is, man. They said that's piracy, man. They just hijacked another foreign entity, oil cruiser, man, or oil tanker, or you know, ship, oil ship. I'm gonna put it like that, simple, you know. Because they're declaring and they're trying to exercise that, hey, we're the dominant amongst the world, and you can't do things unless you get the, you know, say so from us. You can't send your oil to a foreign agent that we deem, like I guess it was Iran that was sending. They were sending those oil from, the information that I've seen. They were sending that oil ship to Iran, but Iran and the United States, they're not allies, so you can't do that. Only person that can do business in the world without no one saying anything about or dictating what we can and can't do is us. Anybody else, you got to go through us. That's the definition of a dictator, man. But they want to deem everybody else dictator. That's what he's calling that guy in Venezuela, that president Maduro. They're calling him a narco terrorist / dictator, man. Just to justify them carrying out those criminal acts that they're doing, man. But I'm gonna read the New Living Translation, the book of 1 John chapter 5 and 19 again. It says, "We know that we are children of Yahweh, and that the world around us is under the control of the evil one," man. Ultimately, he's talking about the elites amongst Esau, Edom, man, the bankers, so on and so forth, man. In general, Esau, Edom, man. In this whole world is under the control of these devils, man. But just like this hit TV show back in the 80s, I think it was called Days of Our Lives, as it came on, it says, just like the sand in the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. This is referring to, actually, I'm referring that to the time that Esau Edom has, man. It's that hourglass turned right side up, and his time is dwindling, man. Because we know that the Lord have given this devil his set measure, man. But he can't go past a day, an hour, a minute, nor a second that the time that the Lord had for this devil to rule, just like in the statue that Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, saw in the book of Daniel chapter 2, that Daniel interpreted, man. All those other kingdoms have what? They set portion to rule, and what happened? They failed, man. And we see all the signs of how these other dynasties ruled, and the issues that came into play when they failed. A lot of them are being demonstrated here in Babylon the Great, but a lot of people don't know, are not aware of historical events and facts and things of that nature. But we see it. Especially 2/3 of Jake, they want this devil to continue to rule, man. They rooting for couch potato cheerleaders, rooting for these devils to continue on and looking at you as as these niggas looking at you as opposition, man. Because they know what to be now. This facade of a hip hop. Now all these clown ass niggas know, thinking they cool. They know what to be now, man. These little fake relationships and shit. Like I said, everything is at an all-time low. Relationships, everything, man. The food, everything's at an all-time low. It's played out. And these suckers looking at you like you don't know what's going on and you missing out. But yeah, I'm also going to the book of Revelation, man, because I'm gonna make this quick. The book of Revelations 12, and the point is at 12, and it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time." Man, these devils, mainly the elites amongst Esau, Edom, man, they know who they are, according to biblical prophecy, and they know who we are, man. But they was given what? They was loose a little season to deceive the nations, man. So that's why they're over there now calling themselves the chosen of the Most High, the real people of the Bible, or the chosen people of the Bible. But we know that's a lie, man, because that's what these devils was given. It was given a little season to deceive the nations, man. That's why you have these athletes and etc., chanting, ruling behind these devils, and they're neglecting the atrocities that they're doing, man. But you know why? Because they signed their checks, man. That's why. But I'm gonna end it off there, man. Hope the body was edified. Till next time, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakak Wadash. Again, it's your Akim Majulazil, Lord willing. I'll be back with another lesson. Till next time, Shalom, Barakathon, and a ball. Shalom.